Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 13 Italian Grand Prix. We come to the final race of the European season and the final race of the year 2018. We've had some incredible races in this year for STB, and we finish here at one of the most iconic, if not one of the most, one of the three most iconic circuits on the calendar. Joining some of the most iconic circuits in the world: Monaco, Spa-Francorchamps, Nürburgring, the list goes on. Of course, Nürburgring is not on the calendar, but it's still an iconic circuit in Formula 1. We have got 14 drivers with us this evening. The Christmas celebrations have started early for some drivers, and they unfortunately cannot be with us this evening. I'm sure that they will be back in Singapore after the Christmas break. So then, this track, the Nazionale di Monza, here in Italy, is pretty much dominated by straights and very iconic corners. We've got corners such as the Curva di Rattifiglia, we have got Curva Grande, we've got the two Lesmos, we've got Ascari, Parabolica, so many incredible corners around this circuit. But it will definitely be a slipstream fest, as there are many straights on this circuit. So then, a driver which has definitely proved himself since his return to the league is Junior Fasco, currently on his lap. And something which we need to note, we have got Toxic Fusion absent here, the championship leader. Could definitely get some, lose the gap that he has over his total rivals, which one of them is, I believe, Junior Fasco. So if Junior Fasco can have a good race and he can win and get some decent points on the board, he could be looking pretty strong into that Singapore Grand Prix when we return on the 7th of January. So then we're going to get the lap data up, because that's always important to see what drivers are going to be doing on their laps. We have got LRS Mercury currently on his lap here in Italy. Riding the curbs quite aggressively there, trying to get the most out of his Toro Rosso. Of course, Toro Rosso home to this Monza circuit, so it's always special. I think if you're driving for Ferrari or Toro Rosso, or if you're an Italian driver, so it's always special to come to Italy in any race. You know, if it's real life or if it's in the league race, it's always good to come. Such a great circuit. Mercury then coming around the final corner, and he's gone very wide. This is going to be a little banker lap time. I'm sure he's going to improve. It's a 1:20.5, and then get beaten there by Falou, a 1:19.4. Still going to P1 at the moment, and Sierra will drop there into P2. Maybe made a mistake, I'm not sure. AKA goes P2 with a 1:19.558. And we've got drivers putting their lap times in. New fastest lap time by Junior Fasco, a 1:19.3. Grande slots up into P5. It's a decent lap to start off things here in Italy. Buck is going to come across the line. He's going to be P5, 1:20.1. It could well be very close here in Italy. So then we've got a driver returning to the league in BRL João Pedro, and he is back in the league here after I think a season and a half absence from the league. We've definitely missed having him in. I'm sure he will bring us an incredible fight when he gets, when he's more confident with the driving in his car. So then he's backing off his lap there, so we're no longer going to look at him. Legend X is on a lap which is backed off. Yalzinho is also backing off. So then these drivers then have set their banker laps, and now they're going to have to come back into the pit lane to see what they can do to improve. It's all about improvement. Here, an Urban Unicorn is looking strong here. He's currently on a set of mediums. and he is P7 at the moment. So Urban Unicorn looking strong here in Italy. Of course, couldn't be with us in Hungary or Belgium due to exams. Yeah, preparations are doing quite well, I believe. So we do wish him the best of luck. But he's back now, ready to show what he's made of, and he comes into pit lane. Currently P7, I'm sure he will now go out on a set of super softs to try and really improve his lap time. Pedro then, he's actually going to continue his lap. So here we go, we're going to keep on, we're going to ride on board now with Yao Pedro. We're going to see what he's going to do here. Currently P11 and 122.7, so that was definitely a lap that he backed off on. Definitely has the pace to challenge. Hugging the curb there at Curva Grande. Of course, meaning the big curve. It's a very wide corner. Or the wide corner. That's how I would translate it in the context of it. From around the Lesmos then, two of the most iconic corners in the Formula 1 calendar, in my opinion. Coming down then, into the old circuit. And then now he's going to come through Ascari. The corner named, the chicane named after world champion Alberto Ascari. Definitely Italy proud during the 1950s and 1960s, I believe. Not quite sure, definitely the 1950s. He's got no deployment left, but what he does have is he has a pretty decent... he does have a decent lap. He's run out of battery and it's only a 120.5. He is on a set of softs. Still that way. That's a... You know, we could see some improvements, but we're going to have to see. And that's definitely going to help Cushman. He's a 10th up. He's got that slipstream from Eddie Perondi. And he's messed up. He spun it. He's hit the wall. And he's out. He's messed that lot. He's messed that lap up. He's had it. He's absolutely had it. He must be fuming. Sierra then, on a lap, favourite to get pole position here in Italy. Belgium and Italy, two of his favourite circuits on the calendar, he said. So he definitely likes them. It's just a case of whether he's got the pace. Maybe got a bit of distant toe from Fotis Greek, sorry. And he's going to take a short run to the line. It's a 19.5 P4 for Sierra. And Eke there goes P2 to 119.4. So it's very close, I would say, between the top six. They start by 4 tenths. Under 4 tenths. I don't know what's going on with Matt. He's down in P13 at the moment. He needs to get some pace on. You know, P13, he's not the best of grid positions. Looking like it's going to improve his lap time. It's a 19.8. It's P8. P8 for Matty. And Junior Fastboy there goes P1 with 119.0. Didn't catch that lap, but I'm sure, of course, it was the quickest of the session so far. 4/10 clear out on Eke. Really fast, but absolutely flying in qualifying. It's just a shame he hasn't been able to convert it in the races. Urban Unicorn then. I believe he was the one on mediums. Now he's on a set of softs, and he's 6/10 up on his time at the moment. This is going to be a strong lap at the moment. It's definitely going to be in the 119s. But where is it going to put him in regards to the drivers around him? At the moment, I would project around P7 maybe. Given how good his Parabonica is. But we're going to find out now. It is a 19.4. My predictions were wrong. It's P2 for Urban Unicorn. P2 for Urban. That is a great lap time, and now he's going to get picked by Falori on 119.330. And he put himself in P2. But great lap there from Urban Unicorn on the slower tyre. Right then, João Pedro. And then look at him with his Brazilian style helmet. Let's see then. Is it a lap? No, it's not. So here we go. He's going to start his lap here in Italy. Where is this lap going to put him? He needs to be on it at the moment. He needs to be really concentrating on this lap. Hugging the curb there. .7.3. I'm not sure about the second times around the circuit on this game. I think that would have been considered strong last year. Definitely riding that outside curve, riding the outside curve again. Keeping it in the limits though. Down the straight then, using all the ERS. Round Ascari, one of the most challenging corners on the, well, I think the most challenging corner on the actual circuit. That's my opinion about that corner. It's not a nice corner for the drivers. Coming out the final corner then. This is going to be a strong lap. The 19.6 and it's P7. Fun performance there from João Pedro. Pretty decent display there on the Brazilian. Fotis Greek is now going to come onto his lap. So actually the gap at the moment between the grid is 1.9 seconds, or just under 1.9 seconds. So it's actually very, very close. I just think Fotis Greek's maybe like backed off his lap time or something. Because he's 9/10 off Mercury. So I think it could be pretty close here in qualifying. Maybe if Mercury could perhaps get in the 119s, could be pretty decent display from all these drivers here in Italy. You know, and Fotis Greek's backed off his lap. Right, Sierra then, he's on a good one at the moment. 2/10 up, he's 7 thousandths up, sorry, on his first sector. The 2/10 was on the last lap. He's made a mistake at the chicane and it's only P2 for him. So he was 7 thousandths up on his lap and he had to back off due to that mistake. Kushmani then has to wait for his teammate. This is not going to do him any favours here in qualifying. He's going to have to wait for him to get in the garage. He'll be wheeled in by his mechanics. Fotis Greek there. He's lost a bit of fuel, so he's going to have to come back into the pit lane. Right then. So then, we are approaching the closing stages of qualifying here in Italy. Who is going to get pole position for the Italian Grand Prix? Such a special circuit, and it's a really great circuit to come to, as I said previously. And that Haas has just went completely off the course there. That's not the circuit. That's definitely not the circuit that Eke wanted to. I don't think Eke was at Monza. I think he may have been at I don't know, the French Grand Prix or something, or you know. Yeah, that was a bizarre turn wrong from him. Oh, it's all kicking off. It's definitely all kicking off down out the pit lane there. The two Force Indias. They've definitely had a few clashes this season. Bushmania and Faloru. We had it round China as well, if you remember. Both hit each other. And yeah, you know, it was not good at all. Both span each other around, and now it's you know, Matty trying to go through as well now. So yeah, definitely causing issues for the rest of the drivers on the grid. Mercury then, finishing up in qualifying, but he's not really in the battle, I don't think, for pole position, unfortunately for him. "30 seconds left then. It's all about track position here in Italy. Eke then, I believe, is on a lap. He has to nail Ascari. If he does not nail Ascari, he's messed his lap up. Eddie Pironi then out of the session. Eke's going to get a bit of slipstream off. I think that's a Force India. Not sure though. Oh, Eke, this has definitely helped him. It's a 1:19.3, it's P4. So P4 for Eke. Matty's retired, he'll be in P11, he'll get fresh choice off, he'll get first choice off fresh tyre. But you know, who knows, it could rain, you know, we don't know. The drivers know, we don't know the weather for the race. Focus Creek then couldn't improve on his 1:20.9, and he'll qualify in P14. A pretty decent position though around the Monza circuit. Remember, turn 1 very tight, and the Coda Ratafiglia very tight, and Focus Creek's ghost there. Proper gets an Urban Unicorn's way. Very, very close between the top 7. Mercury 1:19.4. I didn't see that, and his ghost has hit into the back of the McLaren. But yeah, great performance there from Mercury to get himself up in P7. Great performance from him, and Urban Unicorn's back on his lap, and he will qualify in P4 for the Italian P5, sorry, for the Italian Grand Prix. Your grid then for the Italian Grand Prix is first Junior Fastboy, a great lap from him. Second Sierra, third Faloru, fourth Eke, fifth Urban Unicorn, but on a set of soft tyres. That could prove absolutely vital. Sixth Eddie Pironi, seventh Mercury, eighth Yalzinho, ninth BRL Pedro, 10th Legend X, 11th will be Cushmania, 12th STB Matty, 13th Bourne Buckley, and 14th will be Focus Creek, closing off the grid here in Italy. So then, we are waiting for the drivers to come out on circuit. Well, they're already on circuit, shall I say. We're waiting then for the drivers to select their setups in order to get the Italian Grand Prix underway. And the final race of 2018 for STB. And it looks like it could well be a pretty chill Grand Prix. I don't think there's going to be anything to worry about. But having said that, there's everything to worry about in Formula 1. So then, 14 drivers then await the Italian Grand Prix. We have been given the opportunity to consume incredible racing at every stage of 2018. And 2018, the game, has definitely brought us 14 races after this one of incredible battles, incredible races. And it reaches its climax here in Monza. And this track, of course, has had so much history. 1950s, 1960s, I believe, definitely was dangerous. You know, it raced on the old banking circuit. And Italy, rich with history in Formula 1, with the Scuderia Ferrari team that dominated proceedings, dominated the sport in the 90s, the early 2000s, and it just was a beautiful team, a beautiful country, and Italy, such a great country. Something which is really interesting me is the clouds are not, it's cloudy, it's definitely overcast here in Monza. So that scares me a bit. Could we see some rain here in here at the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza? On pole position then will be Junior Fastboy. Second will be Sierra. Third will be Faloru. Fourth will be Eke. Fifth will be Urban Unicorn. Sixth, Eddie Prondi. Seventh, Mercury. Eighth, Yalzinho. Ninth, Biorel. Pedro. 10th, Legend. 11th, Cushmania. 12th, coming into his box, will be STB Matti. 13th will be Buckley, and 14th will be Curtis Creek. Curtis Creek and Matti both starting on set of sauce. That's going to prove interesting here, the Italian Grand Prix. Here we go then. It's going to be an incredible race. It's 5 lights, and for the final time in 2018, they're away. Great start there from the Renault Junior Fastboy. He's going to get attacked though by Sierra, it looks like, down into turn 1. A little bit of contact there between the Force India and the Renaults. They approach now down into Curva de Ratifilia. It's going to be very close now. We've got the Renault of Junior Fastboy pushing Sierra wide there. Sierra now going to go side by side with the Force India. Going to look backwards now. We've got some contact between the Force India there of Cushmania. We've also now got some overtakes going on. We've got Sierra now. He's got past Faloru. He's going defensive there into the chicane. And Faloru's they're going to go around the outside now. He's going to try and get the overtake done on Sierra. Sierra gets on the curve there slightly, and Faloru. Sierra goes defensive. Faloru still on the attack on the Williams, and he's going to get followed by Eke and Urban Unicorn. Great start there from Red Bull on their set of sauce. That's going to prove vital here in Italy. 6th Mercury following the pack through now. And looks like there's some action going on at the back there. We've got side-by-side action there between Buckley and Fotis Greek. We've also got now some action going on now. Faloru has got that slipstream on Sierra, and it's going to be a slipstream fest here in Italy. Junior Fastboy then leads by 1.024 seconds. Eke tries to have a look at Faloru, but Faloru closes that door there. And we've also now got some action going on. Matti versus O-Legend X, and now we've got a big train going on. We've got Mercury now on the attack on Urban Unicorn. Urban Unicorn's on the attack on Eke, and Faloru there trying to get through on Sierra, but he can't do it. Urban Unicorn up the inside there, gets the inside line. He's going to have a better exit than Eke. Great overtaking move there, up into P4 goes Urban. Mercury now around the outside of Eke. Bit of lag in there from the car behind Eddie Perondi, but it is side-by-side action now between Mercury and Eke. Mercury there, going to get the inside to the chicane. And that is a decent move there. Very decent move from the Toro Rosso. He's up in a P5 now. And Biral Yao Pedro follows in P8. 9th is Legend, and then 10th will be Matty. It's an absolute cluster of drivers trying to get their way through on others. Sierra then has definitely used that slipstream to his advantage. He's now within half a second of Junior Fast Boy coming out of Ascari. Faloru's going to have that slipstream as well. It is a sector 2 yellow flag. What has happened? It's a big crash! Massive crash for Royal Legend X! Torpedoing across the circuit. That's a huge, that's an absolute huge collision here in Italy. Oh, commiserations there for Legend X. He is retired out of the Italian Grand Prix. Back to the action then. Second is Sierra, closing in on Junior Fast Boy, but can't get the move done just yet, but very aggressive there on turning. And Faloru follows closely, followed by Urban Unicorn and Mercury. I don't know what happened to Legend there. Maybe he just made a mistake, or he had some contact. I'm not quite sure, but commiserations to him. Faloru then, just keeping steady, waiting for these drivers to make a mistake, and he's nearly made one there. Oh, then Sierra then in that slipstream. Is he going to take the lead from Junior Fast Boy here in Monza? Faloru's had a decent Ascari as well. That's going to help him on the exit. I think battles like this look incredible in broadcast mode. Look at the cluster we've got down here. We've got the Haas and the Sauber battling behind. Here we go then. Sierra is going to have that slipstream on Junior Fast Boy. It's DRS for the Williams. Wide open. This is going to be pretty straightforward into the chicane, but it's not going to be, because Junior Fast Boy is good at defending. Junior Fast Boy is going to defend that position hard. He's going to go on the inside there. He's going to force Sierra wide onto the curb. It's going to be side by side. Oh, this is incredible. We're going to get the telemetry up there to see what the ERS is like. Faloru's closing in as well. This is incredible here in Italy. Here we go, Junior Fast Boy then. P1 for him. He keeps his position. Second, Sierra. But Faloru follows closely behind in P3 in his Force India. That's a great performance there from him. The Spaniard definitely knows how to get the pace, but he's not had the luck so far this season. Sierra then, still behind Junior Fast Boy. Can't find a way through. Faloru struggling as well to try and find a way through Sierra. And then we've got Urban Unicorn. Looks like there's been an error for Mercury. Here we go then. Sierra still on the back of Junior Fast Boy. And Renault must be loving this. Absolutely loving this. They need a few points in the Constructors there to beat their rivals. Sierra then. DRS for the Williams. Once again, it's going to be a pretty identical move since, the last lap. And Sierra there, he's not going to be identical because he's going to be aggressive there, and he hits Junior Fast Boy. Junior Fast Boy there hits Sierra as well. Now Faloru's got the advantage. Urban Unicorn's getting involved as well. This is incredible side-to-side action around Clement Grande now. Here we go. We've got the Force Indian, the Renault going wide as well. This is 3 wide down in the corner. This is incredible down into this. Sierra's gone wide there, and the Renault's around the outside, hits on the gravel. Oh, what action here in Italy. How did they not crash? Oh, incredible. An Urban Unicorn there gets up in a P3. Whoa. That was aggressive move from Sierra there, but he needed to do that if he was to get through. Oh, that is incredible. Incredible action here in Monza. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. And oh, Faloru's gone wide nearly as well. Oh, Faloru there. He's struggling. He was struggling for a bit of grip there out of the Ascari chicane. Whoa, action everywhere here in Monza. Definitely calmed down now due to the little confusion we had coming out of the Corrida Rattifilia, but still all to play for on lap 6 of the Italian Grand Prix. Sierra leads, followed by Junior Fastboy, followed by Urban Unicorn. Urban Unicorn, of course, on the set of softs, so he's in a great position at the moment. Below with MP4. Didn't really benefit out of that battle that we had last lap. That was incredible. You know, drivers properly trying to get the advantage. But what is interesting now is Eddie Perondi is past Yao and Pedro, so he's got the position now back up in a P6, and he's going to try and. We've got someone not even in the league that has joined the game. He wants a bit of action as well, but Eddie Perondi now is going to chase to Eke. Junior Fastboy then, it's going to be DRS for the Renault. Look at the slipstream. Oh, we've got Eke then joining the battle. So Eke then on the back of this now. And you've got Eddie Perondi and you've got Yao Pedro on the back of that as well. So this could be an incredible, enticing Grand Prix later on after the pit stops. Remember, the pit stops could decide the fate of the drivers here in the Italian Grand Prix. Now, anything can happen. You know, you never know. Sierra might have to wait for someone coming out of the pillar, and that's going to, you know, lose in about 2-3 seconds. Anything can happen in Formula 1. DRS then for Junior Fastboy, closing in on Sierra. Not closing enough though. Do hope that slipstream glitch isn't a thing on this game, because that wouldn't be very good at all. We want to see incredible battles all across the field, and Eke's got to be able to take down on Faloru. That was nice. Well done, Eke. Up in the P4 there goes the Finn. Junior Fastboy then in that slipstream on Sierra. Confusing. I would have thought he would have caught up a bit more to the Williams in that slipstream, but obviously going to have to wait another lap. Junior Fastboy, of course, is a driver known for his saving of ERS. You know, we've definitely seen that around France. I think Hungary was a track that we saw it. So he's definitely known for his ERS management. So this could definitely, you can see Sierra there 30%, and then you've got Junior Fastboy on 80. So it's definitely going to help him. But now what we've got is we've got round number 2 now between these two drivers, and it's switched position. Junior Fastboy then P2 for him, and he has now got the advantage, got the momentum from the mistake from Sierra out of the Ascari chicane. Now it's all about this. So, Sierra goes in. Junior Fastboy follows him, and Junior Fastboy hits the back of Sierra. It's a 5-second stop and go as well. Are they going to change the front wing? And Eddie Perondi has to wait as well. Oh, this is a disaster for the Renault. He's got his front wing change, but that is bad. Very bad. VSR Kushmania then. Side by side with Matty. That's pretty straightforward news there. Matty can't really do much to defend that, and he's up into a pretty splendid P4 is Cushmania. The Unicorn then, at the moment, leads the Italian Grand Prix. Of course, can go longer than all these guys around him. He's on a set of softs. That's definitely going to help him. Definitely going to help him here. I think Urban Unicorn is definitely one for incredible strategy. I think Junior Fastboy is very good at conserving his ERS, and then you've got Urban Unicorn very good at conserving his, well, you know, getting his tyres, getting the tyre situation sorted. Mercury then in the pit lane with Buckley. And it looks like Sierra then, I think, has maybe gave the place back to Junior Fastboy. I'm not sure though. Maybe he just lost it from a mistake or something, I'm not sure, but that's definitely mixed things up here. Oh, side by side then, Eke and Faloru. I think those two could well be the people battling for the victory. But what is really interesting is Urban Unicorn has got an incredible gap. I think Urban Unicorn, if he plays his cards right, he could easily win this race. That is a great display so far for Urban Unicorn. Started on qualified on a set of softs, did a great lap on softs. If I look at the race director, qualified P5 on those softs. He's coming into the pit lane now. You know, those extra laps that he's gone on, vital, absolutely vital for his strategy. Oh, and there's no mechanics. Oh, okay, that's a pretty slick pit stop there for the Red Bull. They didn't have any mechanics. Yeah. Great work, well done. Oh, great work there from I can't think of the name. Red Bull. I got there in the end. Matty then, I think, still has to pit. He's in the lead at the moment, so he's going to enjoy it. So then, Faloru has got an incredible opportunity to get the victory here in Italy. If he messes it up, you know, he's got the pace. He's definitely got the pace. Just a case of making the strategy work and actually showing the pace on track. He's not done that in a race. He's crashed out. You know, he's made mistakes, and they've definitely cost him any, you know, sort of a good result. So he just needs to, you know, keep his cool. He's 1.2 seconds now behind Urban Unicorn. If he can keep his cool, it should all be good. I think, you know, we could definitely, you know, catch up. He's 9 tenths up now. I think next that plays his cards right, we'll have DRS. You think about that. And then we should be seeing some incredible battles later on in the Grand Prix. Sierra then, he's just got past Matty, so that's a good thing for him. But BRL Yao Pedro now on the back of Sierra. Sorry, no, on the back of Junior Fastboy. That was a bit aggressive there from Junior Fastboy. Of course, he's got a 5-second stop and go penalty for the collision with Sierra into the pit lane. So he's going to have that in the back of his mind too. Eke then putting on the pressure on Faloru as well. Eke's looking good at conserving his fuel as well, it looks like. Oh, look at this. Look at the speed he's got over Faloru. Not even in the slipstream as well. He's nearly got getting the overtake done. No, just having a look. But then he needs to clear Faloru quickly. Got DRS on the Spaniard. Pulls to the left. And that's a pretty straightforward move there. Up in the P2 goes Eke. If Eke could win this race, it could put him in a great position for, you know, perhaps challenging for the championship. But it's definitely difficult with the gap at the moment. Just how this season's gone, it's just been an incredible season for Fusion. I'm not sure whether Eke could perhaps get past Urban. You know, definitely we're on lap 13, so it's not out of the question. Very spaced out there. I definitely liked it better when everyone was battling in side by side. I think we need that back. Okay then. Braking into turn 1. Aggressive on the turning. I mean, if Urban makes a mistake, this is definitely going to really completely just make this race into an incredible battle. Because if you look at this, we've got Faloru, Junior Fastboy, BRL, Yel Pedro, Sierra following close behind. We've got Sierra, Pedro, Junior Fastboy and Faloru all behind Eke. And if Urban Unicorn makes a mistake, that's Urban Unicorn involved as well. So this could well be like, you know, a 6-way battle. Everyone will start battling, everyone will catch up. So, you know, and it's all about the spectators. It's not about the drivers, it's all about the spectators. What do the spectators want? They want a great battle. So Urban Unicorn make a mistake, and then the spectators can have a great race. But that is logic. Faloru then on the attack on Eke. Lap 15. This race is going pretty quickly. Faloru then trying to size up a move. Trying to size up a move on Eke. The gap looks to be extending as well between Urban and Eke. No, he's not had a good one. No, he's had enough there. Lucky for him. Faloru then. We've got Junior Fastball behind you as well. But he's not looking good on the EOS at the moment compared to what he was earlier on in the Grand Prix. He needs to. It's always interesting to see how drivers save their EOS. It's definitely important around Italy. Is now Junior Fastboy is going to absolutely leave the Force India for chips here. Down the straight. Didn't even have to attack that hard. Up then into P3 and now on the back of Eke. I think if he clears Eke, he could definitely catch up to the back of Urban. I think that is the plan. might DRS them. It's definitely helping Urban Unicorn to get away from the rest of the pack. Look at the slipstream here in Italy. This has got to be one of the. It's got to be like the best circuit for slipstream. Incredible. This can be straightforward now. Yeah, Echo can't do anything about that speed from Junior Fastboy. I'll do nothing. We've got no answers for the Renault there. Junior Fastboy. Yeah, gets it stopped. What I'm really surprised about is, on return, Yao Pedro and actually Eddie Perondi as well, when he joined us back in Britain, they don't have the same pace as they did back, you know, like last season when they were back in the league in 2000, like on the F1 2017 game. But they don't have the same speed compared to what they had. It's sad because they should really be up there. But I'm sure, you know, season 14 is going to be absolutely good. The amount of drivers that we've got at the moment, it's definitely going to be such a good season. Blue then, on the back of Echo. I think this could be pretty straightforward for Lowe. Junior Fastboy needs to keep the pace on, because he's catching over slightly to Urban. It's a free yellow flag. Ah, oh, Cushmania. Oh, Cushmania's out. Oh, well that wasn't healthy there from Junior Fastboy. He's supposed to be catching up to Urban. That's not healthy. I think Junior Fastboy just needs to stay focused and just stay out of trouble. You know, you can't afford to cut any corners. You can't afford to make any mistakes now. He just needs to get in that zone. And I think once he's in that zone, he'll be fine and he'll be able to catch up to the back of Bailey. But yeah, we all won a great race, and I'm sure the drivers do too. So, no, Junior Fastboy, you could just catch up to Urban. That would be much appreciated. Sierra then got the overtake done on Yao Pedro, and this is looking interesting now because Sierra could use this pack in front of him to catch up to the leaders. So this could be a pretty strategic move for Sierra. I'm not sure whether he'll have to pit again. I'm not sure. He might get to the end. I don't know. Obviously, he wouldn't have went on to the softs in the first place for no apparent reason. You know, there would have been the intention behind doing it. But the clouds are forming. It is getting darker here in Italy, so that could prove danger. Yeah, Pedro could use Sierra to get up to the pack, but I don't think Al Pedro actually has the pace compared to Sierra. I think Sierra's definitely more confident around this Monza circuit than Pedro is. Come on, I think Eke deserves a podium. You know, like, come on, let him through. You know, like, Eke's been so unlucky in his time. You know, he won the championship last season, and he sees himself like down in like 4th place in the races. Like, you know, he should be up there in like P2, P1. You know, it's just not been a good transition from season to season. I think he's definitely lost confidence. Of course, he was so consistent last season, and now he's lost it really. He's just lost all that consistency that he had. Same with Genie Fastball by the looks of it, because he's lost now time. So he's 3.1 seconds now down on Urban, so that's not good. Not good at all. We go then. We could be seeing a four-way battle on our hands now. This is going to be interesting. DRS then for Faloru. Faloru's going to go to the outside. Junior is going to go defensive. It's going to be very aggressive there on the brakes from Faloru. Oh, look at that. Ooh. It's identical move there. It's going to be side by side now for Sierra and the Haas. Side by side, and Sierra's got to be able to take done. P4 for him. Eke down at P5. Now we've got Junior Fastboy trying to get his way back past Faloru, and this is really helping Urban now. But Urban, he must be loving it. He must be, like, you know, sipping from a cup of tea or something like that. He must be absolutely loving life right now, up there in P1. DRS stand for Junior. Sierra looks to be strong. I think Sierra can definitely take the challenge up to perhaps P2, but it's all about penalties and stuff like that, so, you know, it's difficult. Now look at the speed, it's like 216 miles per hour down the straight, but Junior Fastboy's back on the attack then on Faloru. And it looks like these drivers are really trying, you know, force the drivers wide on the second apex of that chicane. Really unsettle them for the run out, and there, and it looks like Junior Fastboy back up in a P2, but he's definitely lost a lot of time. And oh, and the Force India's across the curb, and that's not good. Sierra then. He's going to be absolutely fuming right now. He needs to get past Faloru. We've got a great exit. What an exit there on the back of the Force India. Very aggressive there from Faloru. Look at this. He's got the overtake done even before the chicane, and Sierra's been hit. Oh, the slipstream is scary here in Monza. Sierra nearly gets hit there from the back of the Force India, and then just slides around the Ascari. Faloru there's going wide. That gives Eke the opportunity there. So yeah, it's just really difficult, I think, with the slipstream and stuff like that. You know, it's definitely difficult. Faloru then coming back at Eke. Look at how close he goes in the slipstream. Oh, and Faloru, look at the speed. He's got a Eke there. Forces him wide, and now Yao Pedro's going to have a... Oh, and Yao Pedro! And Eke have made contact. Oh. Oh, they've made contact. And Eke there, down in the P8. Oh, his race is brilliant. Race is over. I'm just going to try and get to the end. That is so unfortunate. So unfortunate for the film. He's running in such a good position as well. It just looks like Yao Pedro just hits him, and they both make contact, and he's out. He span off. Yeah. Congratulations there to Eke. Sierra then. coming on to lap 24. So not long now to the end of the 2018 racing here, STB, and it's definitely firing up here. See we then on the back of Junior Fast Boy. Oh, here we go, here we go. Look at this. Is he going to do it? Is Sarah going to get in a P2? Forces Junior wide. That is aggressive. That is very aggressive there from the Williams. Very aggressive moves. Side by side then with Valoru. And the gravity goes as well, so he's definitely had a tough ride this evening as Sarah, or afternoon for him, or early evening in Brazil. I think Buckley would take that, fastest lap of the Grand Prix. I think he'll take that. Buckley in P9, so he's only getting 2 points out of it, but I'm sure he'll take fastest lap. Oh, and Junior fast! That was a bit of corner cutting there from the Renault. Now he's in that slipstream on Sierra. I think if he gets the... Oh, and he dive bombs! He dive bombs the Williams! Oh, that was aggressive. That was very, very aggressive there from the Renault. He's having none of that from last lap. Double moving! Oh, this is aggressive! Oh, 3 wide, 2 wide now. Oh, there's both made contact! Oh, Valoru! Valoru's gone across the circuit there and he's hit the... Oh, who's he hit? Oh, Pedro came out unscathed. So Pedro was unscathed from that, but Sierra is being very aggressive there. Very aggressive. But yeah, that is showing up his flow with that. No. Okay. But Sierra then on the back of Junior Fast Boy. There's definitely going to be some tension going on, I think, between these two drivers. So I think Sierra forced Junior Fast Boy wide on the first corner to try and get past him. And then Junior Fast Boy, I think, forced Sierra wide on the last corner of the last lap. And then they came all darting down the straight. So it's definitely been very controversial, but he goes for the overtake. Junior Fast Boy's aggressive as well. Forces him wide. Junior Fast Boy's having none of that. And yeah, he's been very aggressive. To the Williams! Yeah, there's contact. Yeah, huge crash there for Junior Fast Boy. Was too aggressive on the defending there. Was too aggressive on the defending. And there's more action going on here as Matty is defending from Eddie Pironi. So Junior Fast Boy, we're going to actually see. We might have to, interview him. I think I'm not sure, but that is very, very aggressive, driving, and not what we want to see here. So yeah, that's not good there. Tira then. Oh, it's going to be some sort of battling going on. And I think Eddie Pironi has lagged out of the session. Yeah, final lap of the race. Look at the gap, 11.6 seconds. Incredible. So then, we're going to keep an eye on Urban. The rain is not perfect. There's been no rain here in Italy, but what has been, it has been pure domination for Urban Unicorn. That is the result that we've all been waiting for Urban. He will finish in a grand P1 there. He will come across the final corner. He stayed out of trouble. He wins the final race of 2018. He wins the Italian Grand Prix of Season 13. And will go into the Christmas break with 25 points added to his tally. Second will be BRL Yao Pedro. Third will be Sierra. Fourth, after all the action that has happened in this Grand Prix, fourth will be STB Nati. Fifth will be Eddie Perondi with his ghost. And then sixth, Eke, and then we've got Faloru, and then we've got Butler. We're just going to wait then for these drivers to finish the race. But what a chaotic race here in Italy. Chaotic, and a lot of controversy here in Italy. Oh, and we've got some donuts there for Buckley. So we got some celebratory donuts here for the final race of 2018. So Buckley there is going to absolutely destroy his tyres, waste everyone's time while he does some donuts for the Tifosi in his Ferrari. Buckley then will destroy his car across the line and finish in P8. That is your Italian Grand Prix. What a chaotic race that was. But let's see what the podium has to offer here at the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Your result then for the Italian Grand Prix live from Monza is first was Urban Unicorn, second BRL Yao Pedro, third was Sierra, fourth STB Matti, fifth Eddie Perondi, sixth Falobu, seventh Eke, eighth was Born Buckley. Your DNFs were Yalzinho, Ginny Fastboy, VSR Cushmania, LRS Mercury, Photo Street GTA, and O Legend X. So that was your Italian Grand Prix. We're getting the podium finishes in the party. I'm just waiting for the countdown to come here in the end of the race, end of the session. Okay then. Urban Unicorn, I don't think you've got a mic, so I'm sure you're very happy with the very happy with your result. Okay then. Yeah, Pedro. We're going to wait for Sierra to get in the pie, and I'm going to give you all a quick interview. Then we're going to close things off for the Italian Grand Prix. Okay. Was you second, Pedro? I can't remember. Was you second or third or?
Second.
It was third, right? Second. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. We're gonna wait then. while we wait for Sierra, Matty, you finished in fourth today. Unfortunately, Urban could not interview because he's got no mic. I'm just going to quickly just ask you a few questions if you'd like to include your audio.
I have already included.
Yes, Pedro, I'll be coming to you soon. Matty,
Yeah.
take us through your race. How did it go? It was very chaotic at the front of the field.
Yeah, well, I just started for the back with the start, a good start. Luckily, I had quite a little bit late, but I managed to hold off the brakes and leeway back into the McLaren, but I managed to avoid collisions. Gained a few positions at the start, which was nice. So, but after that, it all just calmed down. But then I just didn't quite have the pace of the people ahead of me, so I just started dropping back a little bit, and then don't know what happened to Cushmania after the pit stops, but after that it was just damage limitation really.
Okay. Going into the Christmas break, what can you take from the first 14 rounds of this season?
It's been average. I mean, I've had some bad races, I've had some good races, but the consistency is still not quite there, to be honest. In terms of race positionings, I mean, that's definitely something to improve, but especially when there's tracks I don't like and there's tracks that I do quite like, which doesn't help really. So, yeah.
Okay. Right then, I don't think Sarah can be with us at the moment, so we're going to jump to you, Pedro. Take us through your race from start to finish. How did it go in your opinion?
In first place, I want to say sorry to everyone who, we got in the way because of black. It's just want to say it's not our fault, and me, Edu, Joãozinho, and Sierra, where we can do much than we can. We have already done in terms of the internet. So just to start, my race was really crazy. Started P9,
Yeah.
and I just don't know why. When I saw I was in P4 and Junior and Sierra crashing, I got into P2. There's so many things that I can't even remember all of them. But it was good to be back in STB, good to be back in the podium, and I hope I can continue this moment to the rest of the season if we continue the championship. It's that.
Okay. Thank you, Pedro, and it's good to have you back. Okay then, as we're struggling for time, unfortunately, I'm sure Sierra is happy with his result and is okay after all the collisions and all the chaos that happened in the closing stages of the race. That then sums up your 2018 year of racing in STB. No, it does not, because Sierra is with us in the party. So we're going to see if he's going to connect, and then we're going to see his insights on the race. And then if not, we will be closing things off finally for the Italian Grand Prix. So sorry about that. He's just connecting. Okay. Okay. Let's give us a few moments. Right then, I think Siri's having a few issues with connection. So that is unfortunate for him. I'm sure he's happy with his P3 finish. So that then sums up your 2018 year of racing here at STB. And that also sums up your season 13 Italian Grand Prix. And what a pretty chaotic race that was. We will see you back for at the 7th of January for the Twilight edition. Yes, STB does Twilight. The Twilight edition of the Singapore Grand Prix. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we hope to see you back for the new year in 2019 for another great year of racing. We'll see you then. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Goodbye.